Say buck.
Buck?
Keys.
Buckies?
Yeah. Buck.
Buckies.
Out of state.
We're in Oklahoma City, and I know I'm not doing coffee anymore.
But
I don't think there's any Dutch Bros back in California, so I actually want to try it out. This would be the only coffee that I've had on the trip. I'm excited. I'll do almond.
Almond?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to make you guys do all that. So I'll just.
we don't mind. It's literally our
As long
job.
as it's like sweet enough with the
Okay.
honey, that should be fine.
I'll freeze with an added shot almond milk and honey in it.
Yep.
All right, that's good.
Figured it out yet? There you go. We're gonna feed the crows. Feed the crow. I've never fed a crow before, but I'm so excited.
We're feeding them bagels. My bagels.
Let's go away so that these birds can eat their food. Look at how they're look at we closed. We closed the door and look at how many crows. They're shy. Can they not smell though? Because the bagel's right here. Oh, you know what it is? That they sense that we're too close, even though we're behind the door, and they think it's like a booby trap or something. We're gonna go away because they clearly have been scarred in their life. They want that bagel so bad. We're gonna disappear, and I'm just gonna leave the camera there as if I'm not attached to the camera anymore. There they are. They're so smart. They are so smart. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. So we are going to Universal today to work out.
Oh, we're twins. Well, back.
We're here. Oh wait, no. It usually follows the face. Okay, look.
Other side.
Wait, it's gonna track my face. Hold on. Okay.
We both have.
We're gonna cook some plantains before we leave. Fry some plantains. We got back on Friday. We were with Mom, Nana, on the weekend. And it's Sunday, she left back to work. Now it's Charlie and I again. We were gonna go on a hike, and I asked her if she'd rather go up and down the stairs at Universal or go on the hike, and obviously I knew she was gonna go to Universal, but the only thing about that was we had to take the stairs. We're just gonna go real quick to work out, you know, to Universal, just casually work out and then come back because we ate so much on the trip. We had Panda Express. I haven't had Panda Express in so many years because I like to eat healthy. If I could eat at home and use like avocado oil or like healthier oils, I would rather cook at home. We don't necessarily go to Panda or like fast food places, but because, you know, we were limited on options out there when we were traveling. We did Panda Express, we did Waffle House like 4 or 5 times. We had Bojangles, which is a Tennessee classic. We had a lot of burgers, a lot of fries. I like to avoid potatoes at all costs, but I went ham on potatoes for how long were we out there? Like 9 days. I feel like we went to Tennessee and came back in like 9 days. Since we had an abundance of fried potatoes out there, whether it was in hash brown form, french fries, mashed potato, we're thinking of, well, I don't know about this little girl, but I am gonna cut bread out for a few weeks. Oh, not that bad.
I've had it before.
Just a little bitter. Girl, it's hot. These always come out of the oil sizzling. The last day, which I think was on Friday. Yeah, so when we got to the truck on Friday, I felt so defeated physically, mentally. We were just in the truck for all those days, and like, it is fun and I love to be on the go. But I hadn't showered. We hadn't showered in like how many days? Like 4?
2.
Like, we hadn't showered. No, it felt more than 2. Yeah, it was pretty brutal. That's kind of why I like did my makeup today, and I wanted to feel nice. Even though yesterday we got ready to go to Fogo de Chão, but the amount of days that we were out there and didn't really get ready, we were always in like Crocs and shorts, and I had my baggy Fred Again shirt, and that's all we wore for like 9 or 10 days. No, we were alternating clothes, but you chose to stay in the same clothes, and then I chose to stay in a lot of the same clothes too. We felt dingy. I don't know, actually I can't speak for her, but I felt dingy. The last day before we got back to the car, she was wiping her whole self down with like baby wipes, and I felt that because that's how we felt. I had an alarming conversation with my mom while we were sitting in the truck and she was driving, and she tells me stories about things that she carries, you know, in the big box that you see in the back of the trailer. And she was telling me one time she was carrying corn syrup, which in this company that she used to work for, among truck drivers, they would call corn syrup like, oh, what are you carrying today? Like, what kind of load did they give you? And among truck drivers, they would call corn syrup poison. Oh, I'm carrying poison. So she was carrying corn syrup one day, and she delivered it to this home. It wasn't really even a warehouse or anything of the sort. She got to a home that had these big cylinders, and my mom questioned what the corn syrup was for, because then she saw bees there, that they were like beekeepers or something. And the guy says, yeah, well, they're for the bees so that they can produce more honey. And it got me thinking, like, is that what we're consuming? Like, we're just not gonna consume pure honey at this point? I ask myself if when these bees consume corn syrup, does the honey that they produce, in a sense, carry that corn syrup in that honey as well? And that's on mass production, because they be doing all kinds of shady things with our food and the things that we consume to mass produce in like large quantities. I was shook, guys, because that's all I have is honey. I avoid refined sugar, and I usually consume either honey or I'll consume allulose. That's insane that they feed these bees the corn syrup so they could produce large quantities of honey. So that was pretty scary, and I don't think I was ready for that truth. Okay, well, we got back from a successful day at USH. I like to call it USH. Abbreviate, you know. Universal Studios Hollywood. I'm sorry, it's too long. She thinks I was telling her a joke or something. I'm like, no, I'm just trying to make my life easier. We ended up working out more, in my opinion, right, than if we would have gone on the hike. We were out at USH literally all day, walking up and down the stairs. I'm exhausted. But she removed the tag. They're Raw Kale chips, the ranch flavor, but they're vegan. I'm not vegan right now, but they're vegan.
Honestly, it just tastes like cheese to me, which I'm all for.
It tastes like cheese?
Yeah.
Oh, it's the nutritional yeast that they put.
Can I say something?
Uh-huh.
Why are you making up abbreviations for everything right now? You're like, one... What did you call it? Universal Studios?
I think it's because not only am I physically exhausted, but verbally I'm exhausted as well.
It takes you more thought and more effort to think of the abbreviation than it does to say the actual word.
No, not really, because that was kind of effortless of me. It was actually effortless of me to think of abbreviations. I didn't have to think that hard.